Yep, one broke too. So, technique I found that works pretty decently is to just drill a few small holes around the screw. And then just pry it out. And then get it out. And yeah, pretty long process. I just try not to think about how many of these I have left to do. Good. Oh yeah, you can see insects. Gross. Okay, so I've cut a few little spots open to see if this was rotten, and I found that like most of this core material looks pretty good. I don't think it's plywood, it's like actual boards. So the only spots that seem to be rotten up here are just small areas around the screw holes, and it seems like most of these can be fixed by drilling out about a 1/4 inch hole. And so far the ones up here that I've done, see that material in there looks good still. So far all the ones up here I've done have turned out to look good. So but yeah, if all the material up here looks like this, I shouldn't have to replace any of it. I'll probably have to drill all these holes out and fill them back in which I think will be easier than having to replace all of the fiberglass and rotted core. So, and I think the squishy trampoline effect is just from a lack of support under there. I don't know if it used to originally have support, but I guess I can just add a couple of little beams in there to give it some support. I found this spot just by tapping around, and it does seem to be pretty rotted. I mean, not really rotted as much as, well, yeah, it is kind of rotted because you can kind of just peel it away with your finger. But you can definitely see it's not a huge area. I'll probably just have to cut out, you know, pretty big little section just to make sure it's all good. And then I'm just gonna keep going around and tapping, seeing if I can find any other bad spots. But I think first, the best option will be to go ahead and finish getting out all these screws. There's still a few. You can still see they broke off in there. So I need to go back and try and get all these out, or drill them out. And then I can come back and just go ahead and sand the whole surface. And that'll make it easier to go back and drill out all these holes. So, stay tuned. Alright, well, I've gone over the whole deck with the scraper. Well, not the whole deck, but the forward deck up here with just a scraper. And this is where I'm at right now. I mean, this is pretty good. It's got most of the heavy stuff off. And I'm going to have to come back and go over it again, either with the scraper or just try and sand it from here. I tried using that orange cleaner stuff, but it didn't really seem to do much better than me just scraping it. But I may try, now that I've scraped over the top surface, I may try and put that on and see if I can pull up any more stuff. But yeah, now I just need to do all that. I'm up here in the V-berth. I'm trying to come up with the best way to brace the deck up there. Suspenders make great pillows for laying on whenever you're working on stuff. Okay, so what I'm thinking about doing, it would be nice to add a chain locker. So I was considering taking this little bulkhead, which is still in pretty good shape, and just bringing it on up to the deck and glass all that in together. And that should add quite a bit of support. And then I'll probably need to come back kind of halfway in between there and here and add in one more support. And that should shore up the deck pretty good. One of the big things I've been working on, instead of working on the boat, is cleaning out our shop back there. Organizing it. I'm getting ready to move the boat in there. So
I've spent a lot of time. I don't know if you've seen it before. I'll cut to a shot of it because the way it was unusable basically. So I spent a lot of time organizing that, cleaning it out, and building out a workspace in there. And hopefully next week sometime I'll move the boat in there so I can work through the night, because it's been getting home from work. It gets dark at like 5:30, so it's been pretty frustrating not being able to work on the boat, put as much time in as I want to and need to. So hopefully that will speed things along. So I'm drinking Hopadillo by Carbach. It's a IPA. I highly recommend it. It's a Houston brewery. I don't know if you can get it outside of Houston or not. I've never looked, but if you can, I recommend it. I guess one of the big things that kept me from starting back on the boat, we've got it here from the boatyard, and it was all nice and dandy. We kind of just took a break, relaxed. You know, maybe a week later I came back out, climbed up here on the boat, and was just looking around, and I was like, man, where do I even start? So for the longest time I was just researching and watching other YouTubers work on their boats, and I was just trying to figure out, where do I even start? I mean, it sounds silly, but it took a long time for me to just get the motivation to just pick something and just start doing it, because I don't know, it was very discouraging coming out here and like, oh my god, there's so much work. I was in over my head. I've been in over my head since I bought this boat. I had no idea the amount of work it would take. But I mean, I can't imagine not having it, and it's an awesome project, and I can't wait to just get it back out there on the water and go sailing. Learn to sail. I can't wait to learn to sail. Well, I guess that's it for today. I'm going to clean up my area and head inside, drink some more beer, enjoy the rest of the evening. But I'll be back out here tomorrow, and hopefully I'll get some more work done. So, till then.